This is Chris Medeiros. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Medeiros, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my AEW Rampage February 11th, 2022 reviews. So here I go discussing about the first match. It was the Young Bucks versus Roppongi Vice in a tag team match. It was the first match that they faced off in since April 2015, if I'm not mistaken, where Roppongi Vice defeated the Young Bucks for the NJPW tag team titles. So yeah, this is the first match in like 7 years, almost 7 years. But it was a pretty good match. Orange Cassidy was at ringside, and Danhausen putting a curse on the Young Bucks and all that. Pretty entertaining stuff. But at the ending of this match, we seen, I think it was Nick Jackson. He lifted Rocky Romero up, or actually, I think it was Matt Jackson. He lifted Rocky Romero up for the Tombstone Power Driver, like in the position of it, and they was about to hit the Meltzer Driver onto Rocky Romero, but then Romero reversed it, rolling him up. He barely kicked out at 2. And then at one point, we seen Trent Beretta hit the Strong Zero onto, I think, Nick Jackson. He went for the pin, and that pin got broken up at 2. And then we seen the Meltzer Driver on Rocky Romero, and that pin got broke up at 2. But then at the very ending of this match, we seen the Young Bucks hit the BTE trigger onto Rocky Romero, and then they got the 3 count. So yeah, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, defeated Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta, Roppongi Vice, tonight on AEW Rampage. Pretty good tag team match. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Pretty good match. So yeah, if you haven't yet, go check it out. But then after the match ended, we seen Orange Cassidy checking on Rocky Romero, and then Brandon Cutler comes up, taking pictures of him spraying this tan thing in his face, and it don't got no effects on his eyes because he's wearing sunglasses. And then Orange Cassidy pretty much messing around with Brandon Cutler, and then Cutler was trying to hit him, and then Orange Cassidy hit the Superman punch onto him, laying him out, and then he turns around, and then he gets hit with a double super kick by the Young Bucks, getting laid out. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Still to come later on tonight, Hook will be in action, and up next we're going to see Britt Baker in action. So yeah, pretty good match, like I said. 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give that match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next match. So the next thing that happened on AEW Rampage, it was a one-on-one match. It was Dr. Britt Baker versus Robin Renegade one-on-one. Now Rebel was at ringside, but Jamie Hayter was not, and it was a pretty okay match. This match was okay. Britt Baker was dominating the match a good amount of times. At the very ending of this match, we seen her hit like 2 super kicks onto Robin when she was on her knees, and then lifts her up, hits like that fishman neck breaker onto swinging neck breaker onto her, and then she lifts her up and then hits that curb stomp onto her, laying her out, and then got the 3 count. So yeah, Britt Baker defeated Robin Renegade one-on-one tonight on Rampage. And then after the match ended, we seen Britt Baker pretty much locking on the lockjaw onto Robin Renegade, and then Thunder Rosa comes running down. Rebel gets out the ring. She gets laid out by Thunder Rosa outside the ring. Then Rosa gets into the ring, beaten down onto Britt Baker, and then Jamie Hayter comes down, rescuing Britt Baker, stumping on her, and then Mercedes Martinez comes up, pushes Jamie Hayter out the way, starts stumping on Robin onto Thunder Rosa, and then pretty much Jamie Hayter and the Mercedes Martinez started about to get into it, but then Britt Baker separates both of them, making them stop. So yeah, it was okay and everything. I'll give that match a 1 out of 5 stars. That's why I'll give it just 1 star for this match. So yeah, it was okay. But before this match actually happened, we seen Bryan Danielson having an interview, and he was and then Matt Sydal comes up with Lee Moriarty, and pretty much Bryan Danielson was telling Matt Sydal that he will be a better coach for Lee and all that, but apparently This Wednesday on Dynamite, it'll be Bryan Danielson versus Lee Moriarty, one-on-one on Dynamite. So yeah, but up next, Hook will be in action on Rampage. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Rampage, it was a one-on-one match. It was Hook versus Blake Lee, with QT Marshall at ringside. So yeah, this is one of QT Marshall's students that's going to be facing off against Hook. And it was a pretty good match. Hook, of course, dominating. You gotta love Hook. Like, he's amazing. He's undefeated still. Pretty much what happened at one point in this match, we seen QT Marshall pretty much getting on the ring apron. Hook scaring him, and he gets down off the apron, which was pretty good stuff. At one point, I think Blake Lee tried hit like a crossbody off the turnbuckle onto Hook, and then Hook pretty much just casually walking away, just like how Samoa Joe used to do it, which was pretty cool. But then at the very ending of this match, after Hook kept on beating Blake Lee down, he got the rear naked choke onto him, locked on him, the transmission, and then made him tap out. So yeah, Hook defeated Blake Lee tonight on Rampage. It was a pretty good match. I'll give that match 1.5 stars. That's why I'll give it pretty good stuff. But yeah, like I said, it was pretty good. But up next, it looked like it'll be Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus facing the Gun Club up next on Rampage. So yeah, that'll be the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Rampage, it was the main event. It was a tag team match. It was Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus with Christian Cage at ringside, defending their AEW World Tag Team Championships against the Gun Club, Austin and Colton Gunn, with Billy Gunn at ringside. So yeah, it was an okay tag team match. At the ending of this match, we seen it was Colton. Colton was the one that was tagged in with Jungle Boy. At one point, he tried to roll him up and put his feet on the top rope, and the referee was counting to 2. And the moment when she got down to 2, Christian Cage comes up, pushes his feet off the ropes, breaking up the pin, pretty much making him try to stop cheating. And then Billy Gunn comes up, knocks him off the ring apron, throws him into the steps. And then at one point in this match, we seen Colton hit Jungle Boy upside the head with the title while the referee had her back turned, and then he goes for the pin. Jungle Boy barely kicking out of 2. And we've seen Luchasaurus hitting a choke slam onto Austin Gunn into the crowd, and then Christian Cage hits a spear onto Billy Gunn, laying him out. And then we've seen Jungle Boy hitting the kill switch onto Colton Gunn, and then got the 3 count on him. So yeah, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus defeated Austin, Colton Gunn, the Gun Club tonight on Rampage. Pretty good match. So yeah, they have retained the AEW World Tag Team Championships. So yeah, it was, like I said, it was a pretty good match. I'll give it 2 stars. It was an okay one. But for tonight's AEW Rampage, I'll give since it ain't a long show, like I said last week, it's only 1 hour, I'll rate it out of 5. So out of 5 for the whole show itself, I'll give a 3 out of 5 stars. That's what I'll give it. So yeah, 3 stars. That's what I'll give the whole show. Of course, Hook was the main guy on the show. So, but yeah, it was, like I said, it was a pretty good Rampage. If you have, go check out my Friday Night SmackDown reviews, which I done earlier. And now I done my Rampage reviews. So yeah, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, subscribe to this one, Chris Medeiros, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It'll all be down there in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys later until this Monday's Monday Night Raw review. See you guys later until then.